Mysteries and intrigues surround many figures in history, and Qassem Soleimani is no exception. Born in Iran, Soleimani rose to prominence as a major general in the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, a powerful military force that has had a profound influence on the country and beyond. His strategic acumen and charismatic leadership style propelled him into the international limelight, making him a significant player on the global stage. But who exactly was Qassem Soleimani, and why does he matter? To answer these questions, we delve into the life and times of this enigmatic figure, tracing his journey from a humble background to the pinnacle of military power in Iran. His influence extended far beyond Iran's borders, shaping events and strategies in the volatile Middle East, and even reaching into the corridors of power in far-flung capitals around the world. An influential figure, Soleimani's actions and strategies have had significant global impacts. Before diving into the past, let's take a moment to look at a significant event that marked a turning point in Soleimani's life. On January 3rd, 2020, the world woke up to the news of Soleimani's death. He was killed in an American drone strike near Baghdad airport, an event that sent shockwaves through the international community. The US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo justified the killing by stating that Soleimani was plotting imminent attacks on American diplomats and military personnel, potentially leading to the deaths of hundreds of Americans. However, this claim was met with skepticism by some, sparking intense debates on the legality and morality of the assassination. The reaction to Soleimani's death was swift and varied. In Iran, thousands took to the streets to mourn his death, a testament to his popularity among many Iranians. However, others saw him as a figure of oppression and celebrated his demise. Internationally, the killing escalated tensions between Iran and the US, leading to fears of a broader conflict in the Middle East. This event marked a significant turning point in Soleimani's story and had far-reaching implications. It not only ended his life, but also set the stage for a new chapter in Iran's relations with the world. This moment, filled with controversy and conflict, epitomizes the complexity of Soleimani's life and legacy. In the early hours of January 3rd, 2020, the world was on the brink of a significant geopolitical shift. It was a chilly winter night near Baghdad airport when the deadly drone strike was launched. The American Reaper drone, armed with AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, had one target in mind: Qassem Soleimani. Soleimani had just disembarked from a plane arriving from either Syria or Lebanon. He was welcomed by Abu Mahdi al-Muhandis, the deputy chief of Iraq's popular mobilization units, a man who would share Soleimani's fate in the ensuing strike. As the convoy of two armored vehicles carrying these key figures moved away from the airport, the drone operator, thousands of miles away, received the green light to fire. The missiles launched from the drone pierced the stillness of the night, and in an instant the vehicles were engulfed in a ball of fire. The strike was precise, leaving no chance of survival for those inside the vehicles. The world would soon learn that Qassem Soleimani, the man who had shaped the Middle East's geopolitical landscape, was no more. It was a moment that marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter in the saga of international relations. News of the strike quickly reverberated around the globe, triggering a multitude of reactions. For some, it was a moment of relief, the end of a man they saw as a symbol of oppression and violence. For others, it was a moment of grief, the loss of a revered military leader who had dedicated his life to the cause of his nation. Regardless of the perspective, one thing was clear: the strike had altered the course of history, setting the stage for a new era of uncertainty in the Middle East. The ripples of this event are still being felt today, a testament to the significant role Soleimani played on the world stage. Scene 4 introduces us to the early life of Qassem Soleimani, beginning his tale in a small village in Iran. Born into a humble family, his life was marked by hardship and poverty. Despite this, Soleimani's resilience began to shine through. In his youth, he worked in construction, a testament to his dedication and determination, qualities that would become defining characteristics in his military career. But his life would take a dramatic turn with the onset of the Iran-Iraq War in the early 1980s. This tumultuous period led to Soleimani's enlistment in the Revolutionary Guard, a decision that set the stage for his rapid climb through Iran's military ranks. Quickly he became known as a fearless fighter and a skilled strategist. His leadership during the Iran-Iraq War earned him the respect of his peers and the attention of Iran's military elite. By the war's end, he had ascended to a division commander's position, yet Soleimani's rise did not halt there. In 1998, he achieved the rank of Major General and took command of the Quds Force, an elite unit within the Revolutionary Guard. Under his command, the Quds Force emerged as a formidable power in the Middle East, playing key roles in various regional conflicts. His unconventional tactics and ability to form strategic alliances made him a controversial figure internationally. Soleimani's journey from a humble beginning to a position of power is a testament to his determination, strategic brilliance, and unwavering dedication to his country. In the fifth scene, we delve into the far-reaching influence of Soleimani, an influence that extended far beyond Iran's borders and shaped the political landscape of the Middle East. As the commander of the Quds Force, he was responsible for designing Iran's regional security strategy, wielding significant influence in the geopolitical dynamics of the Middle East. In Syria, it was Soleimani who played an instrumental role in reinforcing the Assad regime during the civil war. The strategic guidance and logistical support he provided became a turning point in the conflict, securing the survival of a vital Iranian ally. However, his involvement was not without controversy, as his strategies often involved direct military intervention and supporting armed groups, which led to widespread criticism. As Scene 5 moves towards Iraq, we see Soleimani's pivotal role in shaping the post-Saddam political landscape. Known for his adept political maneuvering, he backed various Shiite political factions to maintain Iranian influence. Moreover, his role in the fight against ISIS furthered his influence over the country. In Yemen, as in Syria and Iraq, Soleimani's strategies were similarly influential. His support for the Houthi rebels in their battle against the Saudi-led coalition was a significant factor in the ongoing conflict. Scene 5 underlines that Soleimani's influence was not limited to the battlefield. He was a master of soft power, utilizing cultural and religious ties to build alliances and exert influence. He comprehended the intricacies of the region and used them to his advantage, further cementing Iran's position in the Middle Eastern geopolitical chessboard. However, it's crucial to note in this scene that Soleimani's strategies frequently faced criticism from international communities, accusing him of destabilizing the region and aggravating conflicts. Nonetheless, his undeniable impact in shaping the Middle East's geopolitical landscape is undeniable. Even though his strategies were often controversial, they undeniably left a lasting mark on the Middle East. As we wrap up Scene 5, it's clear that Soleimani's influence was an indomitable force in the region. Scene 6. We enter the grand theatre of global politics, where Qassem Soleimani, a figure of controversy and debate on the international stage, was a leading character eliciting strong reactions. His strategic prowess and influence garnered respect from some, but simultaneously raised concerns for many others to his often destabilizing tactics and actions that amplified tensions in an already volatile region. Soleimani's direct involvement in the conflicts of Syria and Iraq provoked widespread criticism. His actions often interpreted as a clear demonstration of Iran's intent to expand its influence across the Middle East, frequently at the cost of regional stability. The controversies encircling Soleimani weren't limited to his military maneuvers. Accusations of sponsoring terrorism were also hurled at him, with Western governments, particularly the United States, citing his support for groups like Hezbollah and Hamas as evidence. These allegations intensified the international debate revolving around Soleimani and his role in the region. But irrespective of these controversies, or maybe because of them, Soleimani's influence remained incontestable. He was a force that could not be overlooked. His actions and decisions left an indelible impact on the course of events in the Middle East and beyond. They touched the lives of millions and influenced the policies of nations. Ultimately, Soleimani was a paradox, a man simultaneously respected and reviled. Seen by some as a champion of resistance and by others as a sponsor of terrorism, his divisive actions etched him as a figure of international significance. Thus, Scene 6 unravels the paradox that was Soleimani. In Scene 7, we delve into the lasting influence of a man whose life was abruptly ended, yet his echoes continuously resonate. Qassem Soleimani. Exploring Soleimani's legacy is akin to navigating a labyrinth as intricate and multi-layered as the man was himself. Soleimani, in many respects, became the embodiment of Iran's military power in the Middle East, and his formulated strategies persist as an integral part of the geopolitical terrain. Following his demise, sentiments varied and were markedly intense. To some, he was a fallen hero, a patriot whose life was committed to safeguarding his homeland. His followers viewed him as a fortress halting the proliferation of extremist factions and a significant participant in the fight against ISIS. Contrarily, others perceived his death as a sigh of relief, an opportunity for a fresh start. Detractors considered Soleimani a symbol of Iran's regional meddling, and his elimination was regarded as a stride towards improved peace and stability. His stratagems, characterized by the employment of proxy forces and unconventional warfare, were perceived as unstable and provocative by a significant number. Regardless of one's opinion of Soleimani, one cannot deny his enduring influence. His warfare methodology, his web of alliances, and his dream of a robust, self-reliant Iran persistently mold happenings in the Middle East. Discussions over his role and aftermath persist, bearing witness to the enduring impression he has made on the global platform. Thus, in Scene 7, we grapple with the legacy of a man that was as polarizing in death as he was in life. A man whose deeds continue to ripple, steering the sequence of events long past his exit. A man who, despite the controversy, has left an unmistakable mark on the region he strived to sway. Soleimani, a man engulfed in controversy and power, left a legacy that continues to mold the world. Scene 8 uncovers the riveting story of Qassem Soleimani, a tale of power, strategy, and controversy. This enigmatic persona who emerged from humble beginnings scaled the heights of power, making his journey nothing short of extraordinary. Scene 8 takes you through the labyrinthine corridors of politics and military strategy that Soleimani navigated, eventually becoming a prominent figure in the Middle East. Soleimani's influence was not confined to his homeland, Iran, but reached far and wide, shaping the geopolitical contours of the region. Scene 8 depicts that his strategic maneuvers often sent out ripples felt across the globe, thereby stirring up international controversy and highlighting the delicate, volatile nature of global politics. Like other influential figures, Soleimani too left an indelible legacy. Scene 8 concludes with the enduring impact of Soleimani on the Middle East and the world, which will remain a topic of study and debate for years. His narrative serves as a testament to the intricate and often contentious world of international relations.